Hello everyone, welcome to my haunted doll house. I wanted to, show you something extremely special that is very, very special to me. I haven't really shown anyone yet, I suppose, and it's to do with this box here. I'll go into that in a moment, but firstly I wanted to show you this beautiful doll which my very good friends in Mildura, Brad and Carla, bought me. They've completely spoiled me. They came down about 4 weeks ago and they bought me four dolls, four gorgeous dolls, all in the original boxes. Pretty much never really played with or touched, in immaculate condition. This girl I had to get out of the box. She is beautiful. She's from Japan, and she would be from the 1980s time period, which was when I was a child. I grew up in the 80s, and I remember having a huge, big, long shelf in my bedroom, chockers full of porcelain dolls. I mean, I was one of those little girls that just played with dolls every day. That's all I did, pretty much. And the funny thing is, I still do. Yeah, I kind of unpacked my dolls when I was about 21 years old, my childhood dolls, and I never looked back. That's when I started collecting, and the dress on this doll is just gorgeous. You can see it's velvet. It's a beautiful velvet fabric with gorgeous vintage lace. I love lace. I've got a bit of a thing for lace. And she's from Japan. Roan is so sweet. She'll brighten you up anytime you feel blue. Such a sweet doll. And she's quite tall. She would be, I don't know, maybe 50 centimeters, I guess. Anyway, she's got that antique look about her. And back onto my extremely special, one of my ultra favorite items from my personal collection. I keep this in my bedroom. This is an antique box. It's a very large box. As you can see, it's lined with some very unique material. A mystery to the fabric inside. And this is what some people think may very well be a time capsule. And I've had this for quite a long time, and you'll be quite surprised, but I actually have not opened it. I haven't been able to bring myself to open it, but curiosity is actually starting to get the better of me to the point where I think I'm gonna have to open it. And if I do open it, I'm gonna be filming it because I want to share it with anyone who might be curious or interested. As you can see, got my perfume bottles in the way. There are some little letters and notes in the bottom of this box. So it is a mystery, that's for sure. And as you can see, the dolls are very, very old. And I believe they may have belonged to the same person. I don't know, what do you pick up from these dolls? Do you get anything from them? I do. They've got an amazing energy about them. It's very positive energy, but at the same time I feel like a lot of that energy and, I don't know, the story, the spirit, all of that sort of together is kind of entwined inside this box, and I think it needs to come out. It needs to be released. As you can see, it's a very, very large box, and it's so special and so personal to me. That is why I keep it in my bedroom. And for quite some time now, a lot of my dolls are actually starting to find their way into other rooms in the house. So I'm sort of getting that many now that, yeah, I guess I'm having to sort of find new places to sort of put them, as well as I'm having to start to sort of part with a lot of them as well. Of course, I'm keeping my ultimate favorites, but other ones will have to, I guess, be rehomed. So if anyone is interested in dolls, spirited dolls, I've got a lot of different dolls actually, then definitely maybe let me know what kind of dolls you like, because I might very well be parting with a lot more soon, because I'm just starting to get that many now. I really have to think about which ones I want to keep and which ones I guess I'd be happy to let go, but you know, these ones obviously I won't be. I just wanted to share this with you. So in the future I will be, when the time is right, when I feel the time is right, I'm going to be opening this box and I'm going to share that with you. I've also decided to film tonight. It's quite late. It's actually about 1:30 in the morning. Because as you know, a lot of strange stuff happens in my house. And I do actually get quite a bit of paranormal activity as well as poltergeist activity. Things move often, doors move. I heard a voice again yesterday morning, a child's voice saying mama. So a lot happens in my home. I was sitting at the computer just before and I actually saw a piece of paper fly. It was on the floor. It actually went flying. And then that happened again another 5 minutes later. So I'm not going to, you know, investigate any dolls or anything. That's not what I'm about all the time. I do love that, of course, but I just want to start showing you some of my dolls, my special dolls. So this doll here, she's another of my all-time favorites, and her name is Grace. That's the name she's always had. That's the name she was given from the child that owned her, would have been in the 1850s. And this doll, she came from New South Wales, and I've got the collection of her original outfit. So it's not just this gorgeous dress, it's your typically Edwardian sort of style, you know, like Picnic at Hanging Rock era, Edwardian era. It's just so beautiful. So once again, it's just that gorgeous lace. Antique lace is just, it's beautiful. I don't think they make lace like they used to. It's just gorgeous. And the bottom of the dress is just beautiful. If you have a look up close at all the fine dainty details, it's just so beautiful. She's got her original little stockings on with little socks. Gorgeous little shoes, which, no, the shoes wouldn't be 1850s. They look to me like they are around the 40s, 50s time period. But I do have another pair of shoes that look like the original. They would have been the original. It's just so well looked after. And obviously she's been well played with. She's got little, I don't know, little cracks I suppose to the face, but I personally think it gives them personality. Makes you wonder who received the doll, maybe for a birthday present, maybe for a Christmas present. Such a nice thing to think about. And with my antique baby doll, the haunted one with the toddler attachment, that's been seen a few times and experienced by different people. Someone asked me recently, sorry, I just heard a another loud noise in my home. As I said, things happen in here all the time. Kind of desensitized to it. Oh, where was I? Oh yeah, someone sort of questioned the antique baby doll because they thought that it looked too perfect to be an antique doll. And that's fair enough. I totally get that, because not everyone, I suppose, sort of has the knowledge on certain antiques or time periods. Being into Victoriana myself, it's something that I do sort of research and study and also live and breathe. My house is pretty much full of sort of these things. But she looks so perfect because it was customary during the Victorian period. It was quite a common thing for children to receive a very special doll, generally only one, maybe two. The rich people would have had quite a few. Other people, they would have only received one, and that doll would have been at Christmas or a birthday. And generally they were kept on a high shelf that, I mean, it sounds quite cruel, but it was on a high shelf so the child couldn't really play with it. It would only come out on special occasions, and I guess it was just more to look at. And that's why a lot of the dolls look like they're in absolute pristine condition. And they, I suppose, do look perfect. I'll give you a close-up of her face because her eyes are just amazing. And yes, this doll is haunted, if you were curious to know. I might be doing more on Grace in the future. We'll do some investigations with her. I just wanted to share her with you, as well as the other ones. They're my precious things, and I love sharing them with people who might appreciate them. The noise that I heard just before sounded to me like it came from the end of this hallway. A lot of noises generally come from this part of the house, and 3 spirits have been seen standing at the end of this hallway a couple of times, as well as I believe I've filmed it in the past. There used to be lots of tiny little fingerprints on the wall over here, which I've repainted. It used to be white, and that's why I filmed it. I wanted to film it before I painted it, but they used to be here. The doll room is on the other side of this part of the house, and it's, some people think this might be a portal in my home. It's, well, a couple of different people have said it, and these are people that don't know each other. And I personally have sort of wondered myself, because different things have been seen here, heard, the fingerprints on the wall. It's just very unusual. So there's something about this part of the house which I will be doing more on down the track as well. I just wanted to share this with you. And this section, this is the other side of the wall. I just showed you before, the green wall. In fact, I've come in here now and there's actually a really unusual smell in this room. It's like a very old smell, and I can't quite put my finger on it. It's very unusual. Sometimes there's different smells, different scents, different perfumes. Different noises, different experiences. So many different things. It's just yeah, it's very special. This is the baby doll I was telling you about. This little sweetheart here. And this one here, I will be also filming down the track, and I'll possibly do an investigation, I guess, for you if you're curious. But this one here, something really weird's going on, because, and it's been going on for about 2.5 months. The hair's always perfect. I like to, put it down, make it all nice, and yeah, it'll stay like that for a couple of days. And out of nowhere, it's like someone's playing with her. The hair will just be sticking up like it is right now. Other times it'll be up even higher. I've taken some different various photographs of it at different times. And it's like, it's not the weather. I've sort of been observing that, the different temperatures and stuff. Something very, very odd is going on with this doll, and I think someone is playing with her. So often, I'll just sort of push it down just like this to neaten it, just like that. Then I will come in and it'll be like that. So, like I said, a lot of strange stuff happens in my home. And it's been a long time since I've been to a spiritual group, but not the last one I used to be part of, which hopefully I'll be going back soon, but the one before that, which was about 7 years ago. The lady that ran that group actually wanted to do a spiritual cleansing of my home, because she was actually concerned that I have way too many spirits in my house, and she said there's that many, I just need to do a proper saging and move the spirits on. And that's another topic that maybe we could go into another day. It's something that is debatable, and I respect everyone's opinions. And I think we all need to respect other people's opinions and beliefs for sure. But it's not something personally that I want to do. Oh yeah, and another thing is that my son actually saw a lady in my bedroom. He thought it was me at first, and it was just there and then gone really, really quickly in my bedroom. That was last night, and it's Easter. He saw her standing in my bedroom near the window, and yeah, he thought it was me at first, and then he realized, oh, there isn't a lady there because she's gone now. And I think that may have been the lady that used to live in my house. And you know, spirits can come and go at their own free will. I believe I've sort of helped spirits pass on in the past. When I slept in a room that used to be a morgue in an old hotel in Victoria, going back about 8 years ago. And they were sort of lost souls, the miners that they probably didn't know that they had passed on. And sometimes I think that's important, but you know, like I said, a couple of people believe that there is a portal in this house, and as long as they're not hurting anyone, I'm comfortable with it. I have a couple of dolls that the attachments with those dolls are really quite negative, and I generally keep them. I'm seeing different little flashes. I don't know if you can notice that. I keep them away from all of these ones. I try and keep them separate, and yeah, I have had some scary experiences. When Anthony was down back in 2017, our friend Anthony, I'm not sure if you have heard of a doll called Harold. Anyway, when just had another noise. When he went back to the US, some pretty scary things were happening in my home, to the point where I had to get a couple of close friends over who are a Catholic to do a proper Catholic cleansing in my home. And that's once again something I could go into a lot deeper another time. Yeah, but you know, that was pretty scary, the stuff that was happening there. And some stuff to do with another doll that was sent to me from a girl in Port Lincoln, who she doesn't want her name ever mentioned, or the other person that owned the doll before her, that lady doesn't want her name mentioned either. But you know, for now, what's happening in my home, it's not negative, it's not hurting anyone, so I will let them be. And that's fine. So yeah, I just wanted to mostly share the new edition with you, and show you my very special time capsule box. So definitely keep an eye out, because I will be opening that box very soon. Let me know what you think about this doll. It's just amazing that the hair keeps going up all the time. Anyway, happy Easter. Hope you had a lovely Easter. Got lots of eggs from the Easter bunny. And take care.